Don't let go. This is Radio Paranormal. This is Radio Paranormal. This is Radio Paranormal. Radio Paranormal.
Welcome to Radio Paranormal.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Radio Paranormal. How is everybody out there? I'm trying to get comments up here. Oh, I got balls in my face. I can't help it. There's balls in my. But like I said, we were talking earlier. It's you got to pay extra for a ball in the face. This one, it came with the cap.
Yeah, my balls aren't as droopy as yours.
Well, it's what happens when you get old and you're a man. I can't wear shorts much. Hey, Carol Garcia, welcome.
When we have my husband on in a couple weeks, you'll have to ask him about that. See if he's got the same issue.
What, droopy balls?
Yeah.
Chris Talley, do you have droopy balls? Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy Yule, God Yule, Feliz Navidad, and things. But sorry, guys, I'm still trying to learn this background thing.
Do you have like a favorite non-traditional Christmas song?
Well, I mean, so we did our Christmas as a family today, and I play The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Really?
Yep. I play both sides of the LP. And then my weird Christmas Eve tradition is every Christmas Eve I watch The Devil's Rejects.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's my thing.
That's your thing.
I like balls in her face. What about yours? What do you got?
I like The Season's Upon Us. Forget who does it. I'll have to look who does it. Someone can tell us who does it. It's an angry Irish jig Christmas song.
I mean, isn't everything Irish angry?
I think. Drunk or angry, whatever.
Drunkards.
That's the first song I have to hear the day after Thanksgiving. That's the first song I hear because I won't play Christmas music until after Thanksgiving. Not after you eat. Like it has to be the next day. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Won't do it.
Yep, we kind of did the same thing. I guess another song that I've done for the 12 days of Christmas is I listened to a song called Hail the Apocalypse by Avatar.
Oh, I've never heard that.
That's pretty cool. It's fun. But yeah, I got some weird shit. But it's the solstice. It's officially winter.
It is. And I had to turn my air conditioning on today, so I'm a bit grumpy.
It's going to be 70 up here for Christmas, supposedly.
Yeah.
I blame the chemtrails.
I'm not happy. And there's caroling in Jackson Square tonight, which was until 8. But that's okay. I wouldn't, if we weren't doing this, I probably wouldn't go anyway because I'd have to wear a t-shirt and it would make me angry. I don't like doing Christmas things in t-shirts, just a thing.
No, I got my son like a Christmas ugly sweater t-shirt. Wouldn't that work?
Yeah.
Because,
Nice. Like what
kind?
So,
it's the Merry Kissmas. It's the Kiss ugly sweater.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I was quite happy that I was able to find that. And I'm trying to find things that I normally push back here behind stage, and everything has moved. So, you know what? So it's the winter solstice, and I thought that I would talk about, just real quick before we bring on an amazing freaking guest, I thought I would talk about the actual role that gnomes play in this winter season, according to history and whatever you want to believe. And there is a ritual that you do on solstice, putting out porridge or something for the gnomes. And I'll tell you about that real quick. But gnomes embody the quiet guardianship. Like, I wrote this out and stuff. I didn't even use AI to help me, so y'all buckle up. Gnomes embody quiet guardianship through their folklore. where they are depicted as beings who protect roots, storehouses, and foundations without rushing the season or condemning change. They represent the ideas that what sustains life often works quietly and without recognition. Their role is further explained as being attentive watchers who tend to what must not be neglected simply because it's dark. In Scandinavian folklore, the Tomite, a type of house gnome, is a guardian of the ordinary, watching over barns, hearths, tools, animals, and everything else that must be protected through the long winter in order to sustain life when the sun returns. Next page. The role is further explored as well. Okay. Gnomes also tend to roots beneath frozen ground, not expecting immediate reward, but understanding that preparation allows life to respond when the season turns. They are not shown in crowds, but appear tending their own corners of the world with their own work, with no recognition. So that's kind of that's the story of all people, really. If you take a lesson from the gnomes, just because it's dark, just remember this is the solstice. Yes, this is the darkest night of the year, but it will never get any darker than this, and the light's coming. So what you can learn from us little gnomes is, you know what? Just because it's cold and it's miserable and things look dead does not mean that somebody or something is not out there tending what needs to be tended, just so every living creature on this planet can survive. So there's a tradition where you make a bowl of porridge and you can put it out. Well, really doesn't matter where you put it out. It's the sentiment, because right before you put it down, you're supposed to pause and reflect on the season, not the crap that happened or what's going to happen, but you reflect in the moment. And then in that moment, you can connect with the earth. And no matter if you're alone or not, which is why circles are shown in Christmas a lot, because we sit in a circle. Nobody's higher, nobody's lower. Everybody gets the same amount of heat. Mm-hmm. So, doesn't matter where you do it. Doesn't matter where you put it out, but sit it out. Think about everything that you have and how good life is. And then when you're done, don't throw it away. Either give it to the wildlife to eat, compost it, or give it back to nature. And that's just a little thank you to those unseen that work really hard to make sure that spring and summer are fruitful. So just a little gnome history from the fat guy himself.
We do the same thing with the offerings on ancestor altars too. So if we can, we put them in the garden or into the earth, especially that, it's funny. I was dumping the liquor that I put on the family altar for into a specific plant in our courtyard, and my landlord couldn't figure out why that plant was doing so well. I'm like, it likes bourbon.
Oh, I'm trying to catch up with everything. So, okay, yes, I'm not Santa. I'm his helper, but I got you. I'll bring you a Barbie. Let's introduce our guest while we go through the comments, shall we?
Yes.
Or shall you? Because I didn't pull up anything. I'm just weird.
Oh, I got
horrible. I mean, I know the guy, but you know the guy better, and he's amazing and deserves an amazing intro. Go.
So I'm going to call him Papazar, and I'm going to make him pronounce his official name because I suck at it. But
Balthazar, I think is correct.
Balthazar. Okay. Is
Papazar? That's what it looks like. Papazar
is a published author, voodoo priest, and founder of the New Orleans Vampire Association. As a master reader and spiritual worker at Voodoo Authentica of New Orleans Cultural Center and Collection, he calls upon his deep connections with the dead to bring comfort and insight to clients from around the world on a daily basis. He's also a really cute, squishy guy.
I mean, Yeah, I really like when I meet him. He looks like he gives good hugs.
He does give good hugs. No, he does.
And I'm a hugger. So
yeah.
You want a frog? I will get you a frog. Send me your address. I'll have Amazon. I guess Amazon ships frogs.
Sure. What kind of frog?
So, I mean, I want the kind of frog you can lick. But speaking of licking and frogs, let's go ahead and bring Papazar on. Papazar, thank you so much for joining us.
How y'all doing?
Wonderful. First of all, how are you, and how is New Orleans treating the vampires down that way this holiday season?
Let's see. I am fine, and we're thriving. I don't know about anybody else, but my piece is thriving.
So, for those who do not know you, which I guess people live under a rock, or maybe they're Amish and they're on a Rumspringa for the first time and they're viewing this, could you tell the audience just a little bit about who you are and who you are? Because everything is who you are.
All right. First and foremost, I am a voodoo priest of New Orleans traditional voodoo. In my tradition of voodoo, we use both apprenticeship and initiations. I had to go through 4 separate initiations before I was announced as a priest. That was fun.
I bet.
And I am a sanguine vampire, meaning I'm the blood drinking kind. So, hi, guys.
Hi. Jenny, you want to follow that up with any questions before we really dive in? Because it's such an interesting culture phenomenon. Whatever you want to call it.
So when you were going through your initiation, did you go to Haiti, or did they send you anywhere, or is everything done here?
Oh, no. New Orleans traditional voodoo is done here in the state. Haitian voodoo is completely different. There are parasteals in Haiti still. But yeah. And on the Haitian side of things, my family is out of Port-au-Prince. So yeah, that's fun.
So tell people a little difference between Haitian voodoo and African voodoo in New Orleans. Like, give us some
All right.
insight into, because most people only know the Hollywood crap, right? And that's just not even, I won't even go there. But anyway.
So there is a traditional difference between African voodoos, Haitian voodoo, and New Orleans traditional voodoo. Okay.
Mhm.
African voodoo deals primarily with the Orisha, African spirit. You have traditions like Ifa and Yoruba, Ile, Iwe, Fon. All of these traditions were thrown together during the slave trade and created offshoot traditions like Candomblé, Paulo, Lukume, Mayumba, Umbanda, Kimbanda, Santeria, Louisiana voodoo, sometimes called plantation voodoo, New Orleans traditional voodoo, because we were that port, and Haitian voodoo. So you have a different sets of offshoots from the original traditions. All voodoo stems from the African slave trade. Okay?
Yep.
Follow me so far?
Yep.
Got it.
However, it came this way through the African slave trade through the Caribbean corridor. New Orleans is unique in all of the voodoos because 1718 we were founded, 1719 the first 2 ships directly from Africa hit our shores, nonstop. So we started off with Orisha worship first, just the African spirits. We didn't get the Haitian Loa until 1794 to 1804 when the Haitian Revolution took place, and our city kind of increased its population by 10,000 Haitians escaping turmoil of war. New Orleans traditional voodoo at its core started off with African traditions, but later on incorporated Haitian traditions as well. So not only do I have the African Orisha like Obatala, Ogun, Oya, Yamaya, I also have spirits like Maman Samedi, Mama Brigitte, Papa Gere, uh, Papa Ogu. So there are several different spirits that I have to deal with. And generally, when I'm dealing with African spirit, I'm also dealing with a Haitian spirit on the same day. So,
Now,
but
is it
that's the
so?
main differences.
Here's a good question that I just popped in my head, and then we got a fun question. I know somebody's trolling in the comments, but it's actually kind of funny, so we'll put it up. But so, is there any confusion? Like between the African spirits, the West African spirits, because we have a lot of West African here in South Carolina, down in our low country. We've got the Geechee tribe, or the yeah. But I mean, do they interact fluidly, or is it confusing? Because that's a bunch of different deities.
No, actually, it's not confusing at all. Each deity has its own representation on its own days. So dealing with the spirits themselves, and you can call them deities, but they're more akin to saints and angels.
Okay.
Now, the difference between
Okay.
voodoo and hoodoo is practical application. Voodoo was created where Catholicism reigned.
Mm-hmm.
So everywhere there was Catholicism, you have a form of voodoo. Hoodoo was created where Protestantism reigned. So, like Virginia, West Virginia, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, y'all have more hoodoo and root work than you do any of the actual voodoos.
Okay. Yep.
So,
And the difference between the two systems is practical application. All voodoos will be couched in ceremony. There's a beginning process, a whole middle process, and an ending process. Starting with spirits like Ilegba and Papa Legba, and going all the way into the dead spirits like the Gede.
Okay.
So,
And
a while
go ahead.
back, you were helping me with something, right? That I was being attacked, and
Yeah.
I think people need to hear this mixture, because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think a lot of the different traditions in voodoo also are different because of what would we say, religion practiced by the white people, right, in the area. And so when
Yeah.
you were helping me get rid of something that was attacking me, you had me say 2 Psalms
Yep.
from the Bible.
Yep.
And that
Remember, voodoo here in New Orleans is traditionally bound to Catholicism.
right.
So we use a lot of the Psalms in order for us to deal with specific things like spiritual attacks. But that's also why I make my Begone Evil fucking shit oil.
Which I have a bottle of.
I love it. I love it. We do have a question from the audience while we are in depth in the voodoo, and it's quite a good one. By the way, keep your questions coming. I'm starring them in the background, and we're going to bring them up. So please keep these questions coming. So, yeah, David says, how does voodoo benefit you as a person? I think that's a pretty fair question.
All right. Half Jew, half Cherokee, grew up in a predominantly conservative Christian household, openly gay. So I had, for a long time, that whole Christian guilt thing going on about being gay. However, voodoo helped me more accept myself. Okay?
Okay.
It allowed me to better position myself to accept everything about me. Being the spooky kid when I was younger anyway kind of set me off. Hell, I've been seeing spirits since I was 7 years old. So walking into any situation and sitting there going, oh, and by the way, why is that dead baby floating around you? Kind of set people a little on nerve around me. But being able to answer that question later on is what voodoo helps me with.
Okay.
That makes
So
that makes sense. I had a similar
now
journey.
also with voodoo, I've gone from like literally 56 pills a day for my leukemia to 7 because it helped me balance out my spiritual and physical energies. So yeah, voodoo has helped a lot.
That makes sense. When I was trying to get sober, and I grew up Southern Baptist up here in South Carolina, but it didn't click, and I didn't start helping myself until I started learning Buddhism. So
I'm your Horengekyo. I remember that one.
Yes, sir. And then, it's kind of weird when you just step out of, like you said, the Christian guilt. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with being a Christian as long as you're Christ-like, not church-like. But
yeah, there's a big difference in that.
Yeah, huge difference. And we'll get into that maybe on an episode down the road. But,
yeah, I grew up Catholic. We know the Catholic guilt for sure.
So you just got to step out of your
Catholic
zone.
Catholic guilt is Jewish guilt light.
Yes, no,
Always fake.
It's funny, but where I grew up, we had a bit of Yiddish and we weren't even Jewish. We spoke a lot of Yiddish in our slang. It's funny.
So here's the question: what is your favorite brand of suntan lotion?
Honestly, Copper Tone.
Fair.
What's the SPF?
It depends on what I'm needing.
Gotcha.
If I'm going to be out in the sun all day, I get as much SPF as I can.
Same.
If I could find SPF 5000, I would use that.
What about
the problem with being a vampire is that funny big fiery ball in the sky. Vampires are really sensitive to energy, and what is that? It's a lot of energy. So
yeah, it is
fair. Oh, we got Michael Gagliano from Para with the Normal jumping in. Hey, Mike, I hope you're doing good, buddy.
Hey, Mike.
Oh,
he's hilarious.
Okay, we have.
Hi.
Like, oh my God! If you've never met Mike, then you've never lived. So check out Mike and Marilyn Bass. They got a show on Beacon TV called Para with the Normal, and they have a podcast. Please go check them out. I love both of them. Anyway, enough of giving you free shit, Mike. So there was a question. I guess we'll flip back and forth here. So, and this is a good question. And I know that a lot of people have this specific question. And I know your answer, but where do you get your blood?
Yeah, I know it too.
Donors. I actually have 4 different donors that I get to feed from. Think about it this way: nature abhors a vacuum. So for somebody like me who can't produce enough of essential daily energies, nature created people with an abundance of those energies. So when I feed, it literally puts those energies back into my world.
Okay. Now, how do you choose your donor? Or, I mean, do you have a bunch of people lining up? I'm not sure how that works.
Oh, well, honestly, I do have people still lining up. I use a max of 4, though, and I get to know people for at least 6 months before I even agree to it. We do things like medical testing because, like it or not, bloodborne issues can cause problems with my feed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I guess coming in with a follow-up here from the crowd, could you please explain what a sanguine vampire is and what does the blood do for you?
Sanguine.
Question.
Sanguine. Yeah.
I went to South Carolina public schools. I'm sorry.
You sounded like Benjamin Cumberbatch trying to pronounce penguin.
Well played.
All right. So, sanguine vampires literally derive nourishment from blood. Okay, that's sanguine either means bloody or hopeful. That's the two definitions of sanguine. However, as a sanguine vampire, what it does for me, and there's actually a documentary, I think it's still on Netflix, where people ran the gambit of blood pressure, checked my pupil dilation, temperature, and things of this nature before feeding, and then did a recheck after feeding and saw there was a significant difference.
What was it called? I'll look it up, see if I can find a link.
I don't remember what it's called. It's been a long time ago. That was like back in 2010.
I had to look it up. I have seen that, and that's actually the first time I had ever been introduced to you. I was watching that, and I was fascinated. So it's funny how the world comes into circle, because I said I want to meet this man, and now I have talked to you twice. So it's great.
Except for the messages on Facebook. Come on now.
I mean, dude, I enjoy those too, because because you respect me enough to actually speak your mind and talk to me. I love it.
I don't see a reason to avoid talking to people. Hell, I talk to people I can't stand.
That's the whole, and really, you've unlocked my Facebook, because that's the whole reason why I do a lot of shit. I want people to talk about it. I don't want you to get in a fight. I want, because, when somebody said no politics or no religion, don't talk that. Well, that's where everything went downhill, in my opinion. But no, like, I was telling Jennifer, I said, I love it when you post on my personal stuff, because it's always respectful, but yet you stand by your point. I love it.
Well, I'm firm enough in my belief, and over the years, through trial and experimentation, I've even gone to psychiatrists and medical doctors to find out what the hell's wrong with me. But yeah, so
they're documenting physical need, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You have a physical need, because I remember when we did the Marie Laveau investigation. Because how much of a normal do you drink roughly?
Anywhere between an ounce to 6 ounces, depend on how physically and spiritually I am active during the week.
Okay.
And I drink about 2 to 3 times a week, again, depending on how physically or spiritually active I am.
Because after we did that Marie Laveau house, you said you had to
go feed.
Yeah. There was some nasties in that one side.
This episode is brought to you by Barracks Media, where your online presence becomes a real asset. Barracks Media builds professional websites for podcasters, creators, authors, and small businesses who are ready to be taken seriously. Not templates, not cookie-cutter pages, real platforms built to grow with you. Whether you're launching a podcast, promoting a book, or building a brand, your website should work as hard as you do. We design sites that convert listeners into followers and followers into clients. Visit barracksmedia.com and turn your idea into a home on the web.
Yeah, especially the demon in the back room.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Sorry, I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm trying to find this Netflix thing.
The Netflix thing.
However, by looking for that, it did lead me into a question. And what is your opinion on Jacques Saint-Germain?
My honest opinion?
Yes, sir.
I think he was Count Saint-Germain.
Okay.
I think Count
Lean,
Saint Germain got tired of romping around Europe and came over to the New World.
And I found they tell that vampire story on Ursuline and Royal at that red house. But what they don't know is next to the Royal Pharmacy is where Saint Germain actually owned property. And I found that in the New Orleans historic, like their property records.
Yeah.
So there really was a gentleman by Saint Germain who owned property right there, but not that house.
So David, I'm starting to like your questions, man, because you're not really scared. So he says some great things about Christianity, also some negative things such as guilt and not fitting the Christ-like mold. What are some of the negative things you experience while practicing voodoo? Fair question.
In all honesty, the only negative I've come up, and it's infrequent. It's infrequent, and it only comes from American practitioners that have initiated overseas. Is you get a lot of these people that have an almost purist view of voodoo. But voodoo at its core is an adaptive belief system. Okay. So it's going to constantly accept anything that makes it stronger, not things that weaken it, dilute it. And being sectist has a tendency to dilute things quickly. I mean, there are 308 different versions of Baptist because they all went sectist.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so one of the places we go, there's an elemental in the back courtyard that we don't talk to, and we won't. The owner won't tell us the name because she says if you name it, you claim it. It has something to do with voodoo, but just like angels in Christianity and, the balance from that, the demons, would you say voodoo has the same equivalence?
First of all, voodoo does recognize that, yes, there are evil spirits in the world. However, we do not name them.
Okay.
Any spirit you talk about in voodoo will be a spirit that's more neutral or good. You won't talk about any of the evil ones. To name something is to give it definition. By giving it definition, you give it power over you. So voodoo kind of strays away from allowing evil things to have power over it.
Now, and not all the spirits in voodoo get along, isn't that right? Because you've got in Voodoo Authentica, there's a room where the Marie Laveau altar is, where one is, and then the other one that doesn't get along is in another room. Like they can't see.
Ursula Dantor and Ursula Fueda, they are sisters, and like all sisters, they have a tendency to vie for attention if they are in the same room. So it can create a very staticky flow. So they are separated. They are even put on separate altars in peristyles and temples. So yeah, there are spirits that don't get along. In African spirits, the only reason Oya and Oshun get along is if Oba's standing there between the two of them. There are three wives for Shango: Oya, Oba, and Oshun. So, in kind of one of those things where you always have to have somebody hold somebody's damn hand.
Fair. Hey. I think one of my voodoo spirits, her name is Oh Shit. Good.
That's when we have testicle difficulties.
Right, yes. I'm telling you.
So I know there's people out there. We'll go back to vampire stuff, if that's okay. And I know there are people out there that maybe I can't believe if Mike Gagliano, I never say his Mike G. I can't say your last name. He would be the one to ask this. I'm going to channel my inner Mike right now.
It's going to be great.
And people ask me this stuff on our ghost hunts from time to time when we talk about vampires. So they want to know, and I know the answers to these questions because I've asked them before. Does diet make a difference in the taste of the blood?
Yes,
good question.
it does. Let me be perfectly abundantly clear. Vegan blood is bland as crap.
I don't know why I'm excited about that, but I agree. And I know I've never had it.
You will find that sanguine vampires do have a favorite blood type. Mine is A positive. I like a more well-rounded diet. So if the person has a better diet, then it seems to work better for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also done things like there's an episode of another documentary that I did where I did a feeding on a man named Dr. John Edgar Browning. And I literally told him he needed to drink more water because his blood was sluggish.
I've seen that episode. It was like 4 little pokes on the guy's back.
Yeah.
I have seen. Okay. I watched too much about vampires, I guess. I played the Masquerade. Like, I loved the tabletop game, and then it got me into the lore and all of that. Like,
I will always and ever be a gangrel. Okay. Thank you.
I am a Toreador, good sir. Toreador. Love the anyway. For those of you who don't know, that's White Wolf Games, and I think they're coming back out with it. Check them out. It's better than Dungeons and Dragons, in my opinion. But who am I?
I used to play.
I like all kinds of tabletop games. But White Wolf did something unique. It actually went to the community, and we were then just trying to pull our shit together. But it went to the community, and it got to see what was all going on. And it came up with a whole list of names and backstories, and yeah, it was fun. So
I mean, there's a documentary out there for the nerds that are watching about White Wolf and Vampire the Masquerade, and they interview the original artist and how he came up with it. So it's pretty good. So yeah, I'm a nerd. I can't help it.
So
hello, Russell Riddles. Thank you for tuning in.
Well, hey, Russell. You also founded a group here in New Orleans. Is that correct? A vampire group, a family?
Traditionally speaking, 2. Okay. I created the House of Mystic Echoes October 10th of 2000. And then shortly after that, the New Orleans Vampire Association became a thing. Now, the New Orleans Vampire Association, unlike other councils around the country, is a round table. There is no one leader. Mostly because anybody who specifically leads an organization tends to have their head so far up their ass, they start acting like a megalomaniac. And I didn't want to fall into that category, so I purposely set it up as a round table. We do have lead on different things. Like I'm the lead for the homeless outreach projects. So when it comes to doing things for the homeless, I'm the lead on that. Otherwise,
I just posted those links for anyone to the homeless outreach page of Nova. And you have an event coming up, don't you?
Christmas Day will be in Jackson Square, feeding anybody who's hungry, homeless. I don't care if you're in a 3-piece suit or wearing rags. If you come to my lines, you say you're hungry, you're getting fed. We opened it up from the homeless to the artists, to the tarot readers, to the musicians, and then just said, why not feed anybody who's hungry?
And on the link, they can donate to that on that page as well if they want to help out.
They can donate, and we now have an Amazon wish list as well. So,
send us that link, and we'll get that link out there too for you.
Yeah, the Amazon on here. So yeah, send us the Amazon because it's not on your website.
Not yet. We're working on it.
So So let's compare myth and reality, because that a lot of people have those
That's
questions,
fun.
and we're gonna just downward spiral into a game of would you rather, and then
Yeah.
it's just
Oh,
gonna
I
be
got
fun from here on out.
questions.
So first question: when is the
Yeah.
last time that you turned into a bat?
Never.
A wolf?
Transformative is the transformative is a myth, although you can sort of see me shift attitude from when I'm prowling for food to when I'm just angry. When I'm angry, my
Okay,
kids call me Daddy Wolf because they know somebody getting their ass kicked
I like
verbally.
it. I like it. So the whole idea of taking your prey or what have you, how prevalent is that in the community?
Honestly, not so prevalent since 2003, and I came up with the Donors Bill of Rights.
Let's talk about that. I had no idea about that. Can we explain that?
Donors Bill of Rights is a common sense set of guidelines that help you treat your donor better. Before 2003, the community was using terms like blood doll, chew toy, chattel, but now we do donor. And I live by that donor bill of rights. If my donor says they feeling it, I go to the next one.
And now, so you did it because obviously there was a need. But prior to that, I mean, was it rampant or was it just one of those, let's just tie this last little bit up and here we are?
No, it wasn't exactly rampant, but the whole process should have been more symbiotic, and it was more almost master servant type issues. And I don't think anybody should be treated as a servant when they're donating of their life essence to you.
So what was that guy from the servant that lost his mind for Dracula? I mean, where did that come
Renfield.
from?
Renfield.
So like where did all this come from? Was it just Bram Stoker coming up with something, or are there actual historic,
as Lestat would say, the drunken ramblings of an Irishman? So
fair. All right, Jennifer, you're up.
Did you see the movie Renfield with Nicolas Cage?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
I loved it.
So funny. For if you haven't seen it, Renfield is in a support group for people in relationships that have control issues. I'm going to leave it at that. Watch. It's hilarious. All right. You ready for Would You Rather? Oh, before I get to that, you are one of our speakers at New Orleans Paracon. And you're going to be on your Voodoo panel.
Let's cover that.
So if you want to meet Papazar, you can meet him in person either by going to Voodoo Authentica and getting a fantastic reading, or just asking him stupid questions or smart questions, whichever. Or you can come to New Orleans Paracon July 31st, August 2nd, and he'll be there on a Voodoo panel with all of Voodoo Authentica. And I do believe y'all are going to be opening the Paracon at the VIP party with a Voodoo ceremony.
Yes, we are.
And we're
also, readings by me are $45 for approximately a half hour. So I am going to tell you what I see, not what you want to hear. I don't believe in blowing smoke and sunshine up anybody's backside. I'm going to give you ways to fix your own shit.
Fair. You've done that for me too. All right. Are you ready? Would you rather? Are you ready? Okay. Would you rather have your clothes start to disappear after 1 hour of wearing them, or always be sweaty?
I'm a nudist by nature, so let them go.
How did I know that question would fit you?
I like that.
All right. I know
What
you're
else you got? Because the first one that I got just.
I was born naked. I'd rather be naked.
All right, you're a cat guy too. So these questions made me think of you. Would you rather spit up a fur ball like a cat each time you cough, or only be able to walk sideways?
I'm not a crab.
Fur ball it is.
Okay. So now that we're going down that road, here's my question. As a man, would you rather ejaculate normally, but all of the sperm are screaming the entire time? Or would you?
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Or would you rather ejaculate one giant sperm?
No, I'd rather those million screaming little entities.
That was my answer too. Okay, I'm good. I like that.
Oh my god.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Sorry,
Jenny. I didn't warn you about that one.
Oh my god.
Let her have a second. She can't breathe. Okay, there we go.
I don't even want to ask mine because I can't even. How do you follow that? How do you follow that? But on that note, would you rather lose all the feeling in the lower half of your body, or perform your own medical procedures for the rest of your life?
Perform my own medical procedures.
Oh my god, that's a.
Would
now,
there
do you get anesthesia?
I know how to anesthetize myself. I can deaden an area.
Okay.
I can deaden an area, and I don't even need lidocaine.
Let's take a quick break from. Take a quick break from the Would You Rather and tell us about your books. Because I'm privileged. You sent me a few books and I read them and I love them.
All right. So the first book is simply a collection of my favorite shielding techniques, magical protection spells, and little wards. I got to the point where I was just tired of hearing everybody saying, I'm being attacked magically or spiritually, and decided to put something together. And the second book is a book called Voodoo Through My Eyes, and it's simply about New Orleans traditional voodoo. Now, I am working on a third book, appropriately named Saints Preserve Us. It's all about how we had to hide behind the saints and what saints are a little bit more correlated with voodoo.
I do have your shielding book too.
Yeah,
I like that book. Look, I have like 4,000 different shielding techniques, magical wards, and spells that are all protective in nature. I just threw some of my favorites together.
All right. Awesome. And where can they find your books?
You can find it on Amazon.com. You can find it through Dark Moon Press, or you can purchase them from Voodoo Authentica.
Can they buy them from the Voodoo Authentica website?
I believe they are listed on the website now.
I will look it up and post the link for everyone.
And I always like to do a little disclaimer for authors. I personally do not support Amazon and buying books from authors that you can buy from directly, because Amazon does not pay our authors what they deserve. Please try to buy it directly from the person, and plus get it autographed if you get it directly from the person. So if you can go to Voodoo Authentica online or in person and pick these books up, so we make sure all the money goes back to Papazar, and some of it can go back into helping feed the homeless, which that's kind of near and dear to my heart as well. So
I just put.
Now let's get back to the mayhem.
Voodoo up there. So
okay, so we got links everywhere.
We got links up to the Voodoo Authentica
Yes,
site directly to the book section.
Okay.
And then they can back up and book a reading. So we're not going to do.
Would you rather be a 10 in looks or a 10 in the sack?
Obviously, a 10 in the sack.
That was a stupid question, wasn't it? I'm gonna hit my face with.
I've dated some really good-looking guys that were dead in the bed. So, yeah, I'd rather be a 10 in the sack.
Well played. Well played. Jennifer, what you got?
Oh, crap. I can put my glasses back on. Give me a second.
Oh, well, then I can keep going here.
Okay, here we go.
Would you rather have... Okay, good. Go ahead.
Would you rather have your eyes on the back of your head or shed your skin every morning like a snake?
Shed my skin every morning like a snake.
You think you feel really young and look really young all the time, don't you?
Less time in the shower, that's for sure.
It's like some great exfoliation.
I mean, isn't that the best exfoliation ever? Is just fucking... That's crazy. Speaking of exfoliation and not looking like you're 52, Jennifer, tell us about some facial products.
Oh, all right. So Miura is the products that I use. Yes, I am 52, and no, I don't use filters. Papazar, do I look like this in person with makeup?
Yes, you do.
Thank you. So they have some great holiday.
Hey, I don't look 60.
No, you don't. So you use Miura, don't you?
No, you don't.
They got some great holiday sets. Their skincare is amazing. Their night cream feels like you're getting an instant facelift. Like you can just feel your skin just kind of sucking up. So it's fantastic. They've got an under eye cream that takes away. You can do on one eye and not the other. Take a picture before and after. You're going to see a noticeable difference in your eye. So jtally.miura.com, then that will support me and the product. So thank you very much. And Merry Christmas. Great gifts for women and men. Also got some weight loss stuff too. If you want to prepare for your New Year's resolution that most of us don't ever keep.
I kept my resolution this year.
Did you? What was it? Can you say?
Yeah. My resolution was not to make a resolution.
That's a great one.
I thought it was going to be something like your resolution would be to drink blood. Like something like that.
No.
So, okay. Speaking of getting back on the vampire thing. So, the vampire balls and all of this.
Yeah.
They're amazing. Like, I haven't been able to be a guest at one yet, but eventually I'd like to. But can you talk about what goes on at these vampire balls? Because a lot of them are to raise money for nonprofit work, I think.
Some of them are, yeah. Here in Louisiana, in New Orleans specifically, we have 3 different balls that happened. We have the Endless Nights Ball, we have the Anne Rice Vampire Lestat Ball, and we have the Dark Gift Alliance Ball. All 3 of the balls have, at some point or other, been very important to me. The Anne Rice Ball, simply because I was a fan of Anne Rice and her work, but also I was one of those people that could identify readily with some of the characters, especially the Torment. But Endless Nights has been in play since early 2000s.
Yeah.
So it's been around for a while. It's jam-packed with music, performances. There's usually little offshoot things you can do.
Can't do it.
But the Dark Gift Alliance ball has really won my heart for a while now because it's a more I can carry on a decent conversation with people without having to scream over the music.
Oh, fair.
So
Now,
I don't have to go outside to talk to people.
I've run into a couple of
public?
vampires.
Are they invite only?
Oh no.
Sorry,
Public.
Dark Gift Alliance and Endless Nights and Anne Rice put their tickets on sale roughly beginning late January, February, and continue to go until they're either sold out or
Okay.
there's even times where they will make last minute sales at the door.
Yeah. Definitely.
So if
and
you've ever wanted to go to a vampire.
Yeah, you need to go. I've run into a couple of vampires on their way to said balls, and I was really sorry I had to work because they seemed like a pretty fun freaking crowd to party with.
We can be fun.
I mean, who better than the night crawlers to party with at night?
Well, I thought they were there for my ghost hunt because they were in the bar where we meet. And I was so excited. I'm like, ooh, I get vampires on my ghost hunt tonight. They're like, no, we're going to the vampire ball. I'm like, no, be on my ghost hunt because y'all are fun.
So there's one vampire that I'm going to try to find while I'm down there. And all I know is his description. He's a tall, well-dressed black gentleman with dreadlocks and solid white eyes. I have seen him once. And he said he lived in New Orleans. But I don't know. So that's going to be a fun. Can we play what do they got? Like a scavenger hunt for vampires? Is that a thing?
Are we playing Where's Waldo Vampire Edition?
Yeah. Hey, where's Vampy? Let's play.
Now, I will tell you, sometimes he hangs at the apothecary, sometimes he hangs at the cafe, but he can usually be found around the St. Anne area. Yep.
I swear to God, I was like, I have been thinking, I know I hadn't met this individual, but then I'm like, is he real? Because he was like to the nines.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are all in my neighborhood, Brandon. So yeah, when you're here for the things, for the stuff, I'll take. We'll
I have never stepped foot in New Orleans, or excuse me, New Orleans. So everything is going to be. I'm going to be like, right? Okay. Yep.
Don't you dare say Nolans.
Well, hey, why not?
It's New Orleans. It's New Orleans when you are rhyming it in a song.
Yes. Thank you, Louis Armstrong.
Fair. Yeah. Right. Oh, and speaking of Louis Armstrong, there's a very good documentary about Louis Armstrong when he was down in New Orleans, and it also talks about Clan. What are they? Not clans. Rex and.
Crews. No, not clans. Crews.
Yeah, we got clan. I've been doing Scottish stuff for all weekend. I apologize. Oh, anyway, I rambled. Let's do a would you rather because we are down to 7 minutes left.
All right, I only have 4 on you.
Okay, I got one. Here's a good one. Would you rather use an ice cube or hot wax during sex?
Both. You drizzle the hot wax and then you trace that with the ice cube.
This show is part of the Barracks Media Network, built by veterans, creators, and storytellers who believe stories change lives. Barracks Media produces podcasts, books, and digital content that amplify voices worth hearing. We help creators launch, grow, and monetize their message without losing their soul. If you've got a story in you, or a show in your head, go to barracksmedia.com and start building something that lasts.
Both.
So it sounds like you're already a 10 in the sack there, Papazar.
I mean, leather or feathers. But I mean, come on, let's go there too.
Let's do
I like
this.
floggers versus cat o' nines. Just saying.
I mean, I didn't think we'd go there, but hey, I love it.
So the apothecary
Hey,
had
I'm a provert. I'm not a prevert. And I'm not a pervert. I'm a provert. You know what the difference is, right?
No.
You're going to explain it to the audience.
Prevert dreams of using the feather. Pervert uses the feather. Provert uses the whole damn chicken.
Ha! Damn! I'm fucking this chicken. You just hold the wings. Damn it, boy. I love it. So as we are wrapping up, anything else that we might have missed? Where can people find you? All the good stuff. Well, before that, you're a healer, and I like to ask healers this question,
First and foremost, yes.
Especially on solstice. You heal, you do that, but who heals you? What do you do for you, Papazar?
Zombie games.
Fair.
7 Days to Die, Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmare. Yeah, zombie games.
Yeah, I've
Dead
tried to play
Island,
7 Days.
Dead Island 2.
Well, good.
Hey, 7 Days to Die got sold to me this way. It's like Minecraft meets The Walking Dead.
Yes,
I bought it and I love it.
Like I can't survive 7 days. I can do a day and a half, and I'm just dead. So.
Nah.
So, okay, Jennifer, what do you do for self-care besides play pool with your husband?
Besides go to Papazar when shit gets real. when I'm being spiritually attacked by a vampire, with a dead one. He's pretty nasty. Do a lot of stuff. Salt baths, incense in the house. I have a Rose of Jericho at my door. A witch bottle at the door.
Need to get an Nkisi by your door.
A what?
An Nkisi.
What's that?
One of the little Congolese statues we have at the shop that have all the nails in it.
Oh,
those are household protectives.
We do need that, yeah, because when we come in after hunts, I mean, we're in the haunted places, plus we're around other people's stuff, and no matter what we do, we get slimed. But I wash my floors with Florida water, all the other stuff. So, can you answer? Oh no, don't let him. He wants to answer your questions, Brandon. No, don't.
Christopher Talley, would you like for me to send you a link to come in, buddy? We gotta stick together. And no, you can't answer because it probably has to do with bourbon and cigars.
You were going to ask him about droopy
cigars,
balls, like on your hat.
Oh, your droopy ball. Hey, yeah, Chris. Yeah, can you please answer? Are your balls droopy too? Can you wear shorts? I can't.
Chris is always in shorts, so yes, he can.
I love it. So for this beginning of winter and beginning of transition, if you could just leave our audience with one thing that would help them get through this time of renewal, what would you say?
I would suggest that if you are trying to leave something behind, write about it as you saw it through your eyes, write about how it made you feel while it was going on, write about how you honestly wish that bitch would have played out, and then burn it. Remember, you are a physical creation, not an etheric being like God and the angels. You need to see something that represents what hurt you destroyed in order for you to understand and click that it no longer plays a part in your world.
That's a really good technique. I use that on my path to sobriety, and you'd be surprised at how powerful just watching that bitch burn is.
Oh, and here's something. It just popped in my head. Brandon, being a vet, right? And at the shop, there is a gentleman named Juno. Is that right? He is also a vet. Is that correct, Papazar?
Juno and I are both served in the military.
Okay. So there are some oils at Voodoo Authentica that are very good to use for people with PTSD. They do help sleep. They do help a lot of that. You wouldn't walk in and go, this is the PTSD thing. They're not like that. But there's custom they can make. There's already stuff that have been made. So they've got a lot of stuff.
The sanctuary oil is really good for that.
So I actually got sent a bottle of that in the gifts that I got from New Orleans. And it is, you know what? It is very powerful. When I'm just having a shit day, I have this little diffuser on my desk and I put the sanctuary oil in it and I just sit and I reflect. And there's something about the oil. I don't know. I'm not.
That's actually my great grandfather's recipe.
Well, and first of all, thank you for your service. I don't even think I knew that you had served. So thank you very much for everything that you did. And let's thank Juno as well. Juno, if you're watching, hey, thank you so much. I don't even care what branch you were in, you served. That's all that matters. But I do want to mention PTSD because everybody says veteran and PTSD. Yeah, I have. There's veterans and PTSD, but PTSD, trauma is trauma is trauma. Nobody's PTSD is better or worse than anybody's just because I acquired mine in combat. And you may have acquired it from domestic violence. It's still a combat situation. So I see a lot of people they feel bad. Oh, well, you were in combat. Well, I just got PTSD because of this. No, you don't just have PTSD. It's all the same. Trauma is trauma, no matter how you deal with it or how you respond to it. So yes, it helps. But
baby. That oil has been a gift to
yeah, like
I know it suffered. So, and everyone has said the same thing.
Yeah. So go to Voodoo Authentica online and buy it up if you need it. I can attest for the sanctuary oil. Like I still have half of it left because I'm using it very sparingly because it's just that good. But once I go to New Orleans and come down, I'm gonna probably buy everything you got there, Papazar. So
get a degree.
Jenny, did we miss anything? Like it.
No. I think good. Jenny, are we doing Jenny from the block? Is that where we're going right now?
No, I just had to get that last stab in.
You know I hate that.
Go.
Only my mother can call me Jenny. Don't still suck. Anywho. Don't.
How about that text last night, last minute? Duh, Bears. Papazar, thank you so much for coming on and putting up with the mayhem that is Radio Paranormal. I did notice.
I'm always
we finally got we finally got the intro correct, and I did notice that our graphics guy did put two of the things that I love burning: sage, and there's a joint in the ghost's mouth that I noticed. Just saying.
Cigar. It's a cigar.
Yeah, it is. Cigar made by the company called Joint. Y'all, please, God Jewel, Merry Christmas. However you spend it, just spend it with family or friends or a loved animal that gets you through the long winter. It doesn't have to be people. But remember the circle this year because nobody is above anybody and nobody is below anybody. We all sit in a circle around the fire and we enjoy the same amount of heat. I love each and every one of you guys. I don't really have like an ending. Mama J, Mama Jen. See, that doesn't work either.
Mama J.
What do you got to take us out? Mama J. I couldn't.
Mama J. Just happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy whatever you celebrate. And just remember, Thanksgiving isn't the only time to be thankful for things. There's something you can be thankful for, even if it's time or the little things. So always remember someone has it worse than you.
Gratitude goes a long way.
Yep.
And always remember, if I don't see you before Christmas, hang your own day.